Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's May 11th, 2024. I'm down by the leaf mold or compost pile down. It's pond 7 over there. The equipment, solar panels, sugar shack, sand pile, mulch over there, and there's probably debris still in my face. I've been weed whacking this morning. But one of the things I'm going to do is turn the leaf mold or compost pile, and you may recall last fall in November, we got several 10-wheeler loads of leaves from the local cemetery, and we get those each fall. We've been really blessed. Keep my fingers crossed that it keeps happening. But we're closer than the town garage, so the guys for our town, instead of going all the way back to the town garage, dumping it and then burning it, they bring the leaves here, and then we turn it into good soil. So this is the pile that we got last fall, and it's broken down pretty well. You could see some of the weeds. So there's weed seeds in this because it wasn't thermophilically composted, brought up to temperature to kill all the seeds and all. But you could see the soil is pretty darn nice. There's still macroscopic visible leaf material in here, and the stuff on the outer surface will always be more of the larger particulate matter that hasn't been broken down. There's lots of worms in here as well, earthworms. So and we've been using this pile for potting up all of our tree seeds, using it for all of the transplants that we've been doing this spring. So what did the pile look like last fall? It looked a lot like here. Now I've thrown a couple of scoops of the old stuff on it to inoculate it, and I'll do that in a few minutes as well. But these are the leaves that I just moved that were insulating the fig trees. So, and we've been having rain every day lately, so there's moisture in there as well. Now there's not going to be, so this is almost all carbon, so it's dependent predominantly on fungal organisms to break this down. And we started the pile over here. We do add, our wood ash from our wood stove, and we add the compostable materials that we generate in our household. We toss that in there as well. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab the Hulk, which is the track loader, Takushi TL12 V2, and I'm just going to take this pile and move it up over into this area right up over here. And I'll take some of the material and mix it back in with this as I go. So I'll move almost all of it over here. Then somewheres in here, I'll end up creating a new pile. And that's the pile I'll be turning in the future and using this soil throughout the year as well. So I hope that makes sense. I just wanted to show you the difference. This is December, January, February, March, April, May. So it's been almost 6 months, in a half a year. We went from leaves that were on the ground in a cemetery to some really decent soil. Now, of course, that volume will really get reduced tremendously, just like this volume did. It was much, much larger than this, but we've been using it all spring long, throughout the beginning of this year so far. So I may put some video of me turning it with the track loader so you can see the process, but I just wanted to show you how you could take waste material and turn it into really beautiful soil components that you can use on your property. And when we inoculate when we put this around each one of the trees, when we transplant trees, we're taking some of this fungal force microorganisms and putting them into our food forest, which really helps them to make their transition as well. So I'm going to get busy now. Okay, I just finished moving this leaf mold compost pile from where it was over there. Went pretty smoothly. Every time I do this, because I dig up some earth, and when the leaves come, there's branches, there may be lawn ornaments, you know, flowers, that sort of thing, and lots of rocks. So they all, as I'm doing it, the rocks sort of keep working the way around the outside perimeter, and I pick those up within a couple of days. I did go ahead, grab some of my sand from my sand pile there. We had a little bit of a low spot in here, so I decided to put some of the sand there, and that'll mix more easily with the pile in the future. Not that I'm intentionally mixing it, but if some of the sand gets mixed in with this, it'll work. And you may have noticed what I did do is I made it like layers. I took some of the material that was there, put it down, took about 3/4 of a scoop and put a layer on top of the leaf matter there, then gathered a couple more loads, put them here, and the same thing. So it's sort of a layering effect to try and speed up the process. Now this pile will be used predominantly in a similar way to the couple of scoops that I took out of here. So this fall, when I get all of the leaves, I'll end up moving this. So I'll turn this a couple of times, and I'll probably end up putting it, you know, off to the side someplace, and then have them dump the loads of the leaf material again, and then we'll go ahead and do it. So again, these leaves here came at the same time as that material that's already broken down. The reason why this hasn't broken down is because we use this as an insulation for the fig trees, and it was a pile right over there a little while ago. So I hope that all makes sense. Just wanted to share how I go through the process. With the equipment that we have, it makes it much easier to do this. But if you can do it on a very small scale, and it works extremely well. As small as a 5-gallon bucket. And I made videos years ago about using composting in our gardens, using 5-gallon buckets with holes in them. Just doing it very small scale, and it works extremely well. So that's it for today's video, folks. Thanks so much for watching, and stay safe. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.